I wish I could have said the right things to change their mind. I wish I had been braver or bolder or hit them with whatever I could find, whatever it would have taken, so I couldn't possibly blame myself now. Is that how it works? The other side of victim blaming, where victims often blame themselves for so long because the thought of family and friends being ashamed of what we did or didn't do is terrifying. Frying pan, electrifying shock treatment terrifying. See, we've been fried one too many times to not expect exposure to bite back. Cue the panic attacks. It already happened. We might have told ourselves. Why would we ever want to go through that again when all we want to do is move on? What's done is done and cannot be Don't expect not to be triggered. Every moment alone with someone might lead to staring into the barrel of a loaded gun. Please, you'll pray to whatever God might be listening. Don't cock that. How did you dodge a bullet if you just took it? Didn't you actually take it straight to the heart? And when time doesn't heal, when it doesn't even start, a professional would say that it's infected. So the first step is what? Admitting it? It's hard to do when a lot of people still don't give a shit or think it has nothing to do with them. Sharing in hope of sympathy that encourages change is an always too soon and too familiar powerlessness. But this time, listen to this. There's no doubt we're crazy because this time it would be willing. We would be willingly forfeiting whatever power we have left to be heard or hear anything that makes sense. At the very least, be assured there's some impact from our existence. There goes the electrifying pan. By sharing, we would be deliberately making ourselves vulnerable when that's exactly how we fucked up in the first place. That's why it matters that you care. That's why it matters that you stand up or speak up so we know that you're there. That's why it means the world when you're kind. When you keep in mind that when we open up, we are literally exposing our wounds to animals. Some let it scar first. Others risk the scab getting picked at, while some brace for the emotional vampires dying for fresh blood. There's a chance we'll get help licking our wounds, and there's a chance we'll be eaten alive. That's a hard dance to do when you're reevaluating what it means to survive. Sharing is purgatory on repeat. Remember that thing that happened that you wish you could forget? Relive it. Spare no detail or they might not believe you. Relive it. Oh, that's not what I heard. Now defend yourself. Relive it. Can you at least see what you did wrong? Relive it. How will you do things differently next time? Relive it. Some people even ask you to forgive it. And we do relive it again and again, hoping there's a heaven at the end of the lessons learned where we can forgive it, or at the very least that the hell of being alone with it will finally end. So here we are now with people all over the world telling their stories of what, why, where, and how they fit into what was forced on us. It won't feel nice, but you're free to tell us that telling you we were assaulted makes you uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable for us too, and we're still paying that price. There's a part of us that fears we always will be, but it's worth that cost if it means someone else won't have to pay what we did. Update us with a shout out on how we are violating your Facebook wall because our walls were dilated against our will. Either no one was there to hear us shout out then, or those that weren't listening. Still, the status seems some don't want to hear it now. Somehow, you're in your own right to not want to know that we were wronged. You're welcome to an opinion that the world doesn't need to face what we faced alone. You don't have to believe us. It won't make our truths any less true, and it won't make us any less a part of this world. You could wish that we would sit down and shut up because rape is nothing new. You can try to convince us that it's inevitable, a statistic, and that there's nothing the billions who have been affected can do. But braver people than me are ready to try, and now, thanks to them, so am I. I am sincerely sorry if this post offended you. No, if you can't stand with us, I won't be unfriending you, but I would really, really love your help in preventing the next would-be Me too. Thanks for listening.